Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a reading and just channel in some messages, whatever you need to hear right now. The rune that came out for you is called Othala, and it's coming out in this inverted position. Now this is a rune, when it comes out inverted, there could be some quarrels in your family. Established ways of doing things may really be challenged. Now, you could be on either side of this. You could be the one challenging the way that things have always been done, or you could be the one who is being challenged because you are either trying to change things or set a new narrative, or maybe there are other people trying to change something that you feel is already well established and there's no need to change it. Like, why are we getting rid of these traditions? Why are we getting rid of this good progress? Why are we getting rid of things that work? Okay, now this can affect you on a personal level. This can affect all of us on a global level. It just feels at this time that the things that were put into place, protections, traditions, ways of doing things, are really being challenged. Some things that were good, like good traditions, good ways of doing things, may be uprooted alongside others that may have been bad. And simultaneous to this, you may be doing a lot of challenging as well. Why are we doing things this way? Why don't we act in this way? Now, this will affect you on all levels. Okay, you can see this happening in global politics. This may also be creeping up in your personal day-to-day life with your family, your friends, etc. Definitely the message here with Othala coming out in reverse is to, weirdly enough, save your money up. Save up your resources, keep gathering resources, gathering strength. Okay, anything that you can do to make the most of the space that you have, do it. Okay, if you have an empty room in your home, what can that room be used for? Maybe you can get a roommate who pays you rent. You can use that rent to do whatever you need, build your own security. If you have a yard that's empty, you can grow your own food, okay, or hold some animals there that help contribute to the household. Make use of everything. This is a wisdom that has been lost post-industrial revolution with fast fashion, fast clothes, fast food, fast everything. We live in a very disposable society, but that will not ever be something that we as a society, as civilization, can uphold long term. It won't work. Exploiting nature will not work long term. Now, this talks both of things like fast fashion and, cheap things that are constantly thrown out, put into landfills. But this also talks about exploitation of workers, exploitation of other human beings. It will never be sustainable. And we see society breaking at the seams already. Because these past 200 years, with the Industrial Revolution, with a lot becoming disposable, and people moving away from the old way of doing things. Think back to hundreds of years ago. They didn't have trash. They used everything. When your clothes would become old with holes in it, you turn that into something else, maybe a pillowcase, maybe some rags for the kitchen, and you use that piece of fabric until it was literally nothing. The fibers all dissipated and returned back to earth. You didn't have these single-use plastic things. You simply would make things that would last long term. You clean it, you use it again, and you repair it, you fix it, okay? So the way that we all grew up living with so much being disposable, it's starting to fail, okay? That old consumerism narrative is starting to fail. It is bursting at the seams, and I literally get a visualization of the threads of that reality. They're starting to break, they're starting to crack. Okay, this was definitely a season in humanity's story that is coming to a close. It's a chapter that is coming to a close. So anywhere where that exists in your life on a personal level may be challenged right now. Any relationships built off of that, sort of disposableness, even just viewing other people as disposable too, it's going to fail right now. And actually, speaking of, the first tarot card that came out for you is the Two of Cups, which actually shows beautiful, harmonious get-togethers, connecting with somebody on a soul level, on an individual level, on a heart-based level, connecting with people who are different from you, culturally, ethnically, nationally, etc. Two of Cups is a beautiful card for love and harmony. We have the Five of Wands right next to that in reverse. Yeah, a lot of us, tensions are growing, tensions are rising between people that we may have known for a long time, our family, our friends, our neighbors. Again, it's breaking at the seams, perspectives that are vastly different, minds and ways of doing things that are vastly different. There could be some family drama for some of you, or drama in the friend group, etc. Because again, it's like, and this could go either way, vice versa, but they may be viewing you as somebody who is overly like trying to be way too progressive, way too quick moving with changes, but you may be viewing them as somebody who is making these quick changes or supporting quick changes that are leading back into the past. And it's just very polarizing. When I connect with the collective at this time, it's just extremely, extremely polarizing. And this Five of Wands reverse has been coming out in all of my readings today, all of the readings this week. A lot of people are getting into debates, not seeing eye to eye, having very strong opinions, very, very polarizing. However, on the flip side of this, the people who get you, get you. And we see the threads of people who are operating on a similar vibration as you tightening so tight, so taut. Your community is strengthening. And we are entering into an era, or re-entering into an era, where it's going to be very, very important for all of us to rely upon our support system, our community, and to make use of everything that we have. And this requires you to be in a present abundance mindset. Okay, so the books that you aren't reading, donate them or give them to people who will read them. The space you're not using in your home, fill it up with something productive, something good. The yard, the land that you have, grow something there. The clothes that you don't wear, either donate it or turn it into something that will be used and appreciated. Okay, the blank canvases that you have, do something with them. This is an age that we are entering that is asking you not to be living in excess that resonates with death energy. Okay, and when I say the word death energy, I mean there is no life, there is no beauty, there is no love radiating from it. It's like an empty room, you know, that radiates emptiness, death energy, right? There's no life there. It's not being used for anything. And now I'm not saying that you have to be so functional. You know, you can have a room that's just dedicated to growing plants or whatever, you know. Just fill up and use what you have. Break out of that mindset of focusing on what you don't have and what doesn't exist, okay? And that is your best contribution to those around you. Like, for example, like you go through your wardrobe, you're looking at clothes that you don't wear, and you ask all of your community, your support system, hey, does anyone want these clothes? You know, and if they don't want it, you donate it to your next community beyond that, which is your town that you live in. Maybe there is a donation bin. Maybe there is a place that you can give those clothes to others, you know, or repurpose belongings that you don't want or don't use. You know, we're all collectively being pushed to move back into this way of thinking where waste is reduced, exploitation is no longer the backbone of society. And this is a sort of universal consciousness energy that we're all going through right now. So if you are in resistance to this and you want to keep living off of exploitation or keep viewing yourself as this island disconnected from the nature around you or your community, not having a strong support system, I'm telling you right now, you are going to struggle, because this is the energetic direction that the universe and our collective consciousness is headed towards. So get on that boat. And then we have the World card here, which is very beautiful as well. This shows ending of one era and the beginning of another. With all of the things going on in the world right now, it doesn't have to be an intensely scary time. We are, in some ways, there are some horrendously scary things going on, but in other ways, the universe and everything that's going on can bring us to a place that is much more loving and like how it's supposed to be. I don't know how else to put that, you know, moving away from the toxic elements of society. And, you know, on the contrary, there may also be ways in which you feel like the people around you are moving back to toxic ways of thinking. But like I said, anyone at this time who keeps their energy, their mindset set on exploitation, hatred, wastefulness, they are not going to succeed this year. I would say like within the next 12 months, within the next couple of years, they're going to have a very rough time. So align yourself with the planets, align yourself with the energies here. And I want to emphasize, I want to focus on what you should be doing. And what you should be doing is focusing on community, support system, making the most of what you got, being in that present abundance mindset. Okay, here's what I have. Here's the ideas on my mind. Here's the things that I could do. Here's the space that I could do something with. Focusing on that, as opposed to these are the rights that I'm losing. This is what I don't have. This is what I can't do. And it's not to say that you shouldn't acknowledge all of that going on over here. However, don't let your mind linger in that space of what you don't have or what you're losing, because what will come from that is quote unquote death energy. You know, your mental health declines, your physical health can decline, everything can decline because you are focused on the lack. So keep yourself in that abundant state of mind. And this is a message from the universe at this time, I believe, because, you know, it can be quite easy right now with everything going on in your personal life and in the world to sort of, I don't know, lose yourself to despair or hopelessness. But try to avoid doing that. Okay, there's still a lot that you can do for yourself, for others, your community, etc. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, spread some love to each other in the comment section. We could use more of that. And subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.